This hillside cave in the occupied West Bank is the third home Fatima Abu Naim has lived in this year with her husband and 5 children. But she says they're facing the same issue here. Jewish settlers who want them to leave.
What happens every day is that the settler attacks us. He used to come alone, now he comes with the Israeli army on a daily basis. They search the houses, they say they are doing a security check. If we don't walk through the way they want, they bring the army to us. Why? To secure the settlers? But the main aim is to displace us from here.
Similar stories have become common across the West Bank since the start of the war in Gaza 18 months ago. It's especially notable in the largely empty hillsides where the Bedouin people grazed their flocks. Nearly half of over 40 settler attacks documented at the end of March and early April hit the Bedouin and herding communities. That's according to a report by the United Nations humanitarian agency OCHA, which noted incidents, quote, involving arson, break-ins, and destruction of critical livelihood sources. The Israeli police did not respond to requests for comment. The West Bank is an area of some 2,100 square miles that sits between Jordan and Israel. It has been at the heart of the decades-long conflict between Israelis and Palestinians since it was seized by Israel in the 1967 Middle East War. It has been under military occupation ever since and has been steadily cut up by fast-growing Israeli settlement clusters. Palestinians see the land as one of the core parts of a future independent state. Israeli settlements are deemed by most countries to be illegal under international law, though Israel disputes this. Sparsely populated areas in the Jordan Valley have come under increasing pressure from outposts of settlers, who have themselves begun grazing large flocks of sheep on the hillsides. A joint report by Israeli rights group Peace Now and Kerem Navot found that settlers have used such shepherding outposts to seize around 200,000 acres of land, or about 14% of the total area of the West Bank, while harassing and intimidating nearby communities to expel them. Abu Naim said her family was among those forced to move. But she said they have once again faced aggression from intruders who she said recently killed 6 of her family's sheep. Despite it all, Abu Naim said her family is intent on staying on the land.
When the settler comes here, he says, you have to leave. I want to live here. We don't want to leave this place. It's our land. They attack us, and they also attack children when they go to school. They stole 2 cars from us, and we couldn't do anything because we don't want to leave here. If we do, we won't be able to come back. We won't leave it for settlers. It's our land.
In Gaza, Israeli strikes have killed at least 23 Palestinians, 10 of them from the same family. Officials said that the strike hit the camp where they were living in the southern city of Khan Yunis. It came after Israel's defense minister said the IDF planned to stay in parts of Gaza, Lebanon and Syria even after any settlement to end the war. Israel Katz said that security zones would provide a buffer to protect Israeli communities. The Israeli military now controls around 30% of Gaza's territory.
هذا المنزل تسمع الصوت ما تقلقش.
أنا حلواء
Video obtained by Reuters showed the moment an Israeli airstrike hit Gaza City on Sunday, as officials said dozens were killed by strikes across the enclave, including a Hamas political leader. According to Gaza's health ministry, the death toll since the beginning of the war has now surpassed 50,000 Palestinians. In southern Gaza's Khan Yunis, a funeral was held for Hamas official Salah al-Badawiel and his wife. They were killed in an Israeli airstrike on the city, according to officials of the militant group. Badawiel was a member of Hamas's decision-making political office and had taken up roles such as leading the group's delegation for indirect truce talks with Israel in 2009. A large crater was left in the ground after the airstrike that Hamas officials said had killed him. The Israeli military confirmed in a statement on Sunday that it had killed Badawiel. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said the main aim of the war is to destroy Hamas as a military and governing entity, and that the aim of its new military campaign in Gaza, which began on Tuesday, is to force the group to give up all remaining hostages. Hamas has accused Israel of breaking the terms of the January ceasefire agreement by refusing to start second-phase talks for a permanent end to the war. The group has said it is still willing to negotiate and was studying bridging proposals from the United States. On Sunday, Gaza's residents reported an escalation in Israel's military action. Families mourned the loss of their loved ones and pleaded for an end to the war. Rights groups are also warning of a renewed risk of famine in the enclave after Israel began blocking the entry of goods into Gaza again since March the 2nd. We got up in a panic and found ourselves covered in rubble, filth and dust, this woman said. The young men came and pulled out children from under the rubble. Little children, what was their fault? She added. While this man said he just wants to live with his family in peace. Brothers and sisters, the whole world, listen to us. We don't want wars, he said. We want to live like the rest of the world.